Welcome to my YouTube channel, Think Blasphemous. Welcome to Think Blasphemous, where we challenge conventional ideas and question what many take for granted. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most misunderstood and provocative statements in the history of philosophy, Friedrich Nietzsche's claim that God is dead. What does it really mean? Is it a denial of faith, a moral collapse, or something more profound? Let's break it down. Before we dive into Nietzsche's infamous declaration, let's briefly talk about who Nietzsche was. Friedrich Nietzsche, a 19th-century German philosopher, was a sharp critic of traditional morality, religion, and society. His works like Thus Spoke Zarathustra and Beyond Good and Evil * laid the foundation for existentialism, nihilism, and modern critical theory. But for many, he's best known for the bold statement, "God is dead." What did Nietzsche mean by "God is dead"? First things first, Nietzsche wasn't celebrating the literal death of a deity. When he said, "God is dead," he was speaking metaphorically. For Nietzsche, God represents not just the Christian God but the entire framework of religious and moral values that Western society had been built on for centuries. His point? That framework was crumbling. The Enlightenment, science, and modernity were eroding the foundations of traditional belief systems. People were no longer turning to religion for answers, meaning, or moral guidance. In that sense, the death of God is the death of absolute truths and universal values. The crisis of meaning, what happens after God is dead. B-roll of crowded cities, technological advances, and chaotic imagery. Now here's the kicker. Nietzsche didn't think the death of God was entirely a good thing. In fact, he predicted a looming crisis, what he called nihilism. With the collapse of old values, Nietzsche feared that society would be left without a moral compass, leading to existential despair and meaninglessness. If God is dead, what's left to give life purpose? What do we do when the old foundations crumble? Nietzsche's answer? We have to create new values. He envisioned a world where individuals would rise above the void left by God's death and create their own purpose. Enter the concept of the Übermensch, or Overman, who transcends conventional morality to define his own path and values. Misinterpretations and controversy. Nietzsche's legacy, misunderstood and misused. Nietzsche's declaration has been misinterpreted in countless ways. Some see it as a call for moral anarchy, others as an attack on religion. His ideas were even twisted by political ideologies, especially by the Nazis, who distorted the concept of the Übermensch to fit their agenda. But Nietzsche wasn't promoting hate or destruction. He was warning against blind adherence to dying traditions and challenging us to rethink where we find meaning and values. What can we learn from Nietzsche today? B-roll of modern life. Scrolling through social media, news cycles, and debates on morality. So, what does Nietzsche's message mean for us today? In a world where institutions are still questioned, and where many struggle with finding purpose, Nietzsche's challenge is more relevant than ever. Are we clinging to outdated beliefs out of fear, or are we actively questioning and defining our own values? Are we waiting for meaning to be given to us, or are we taking up the responsibility to create it? Nietzsche's "God is dead" isn't just about the death of religion, it's about the death of certainty. It's a wake-up call to face the freedom and responsibility that comes with creating our own values in a world where traditional answers no longer hold sway. Are you ready to think blasphemous? Closing and call to action. Upbeat music fades in. If you found this discussion eye-opening, or if it made you rethink some things, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that challenges conventional wisdom. Drop a comment below with your thoughts on Nietzsche's message. Do you think his critique still holds weight today? And don't forget to share this video if you know someone who could use a little dose of philosophical blasphemy. Until next time, keep questioning, keep thinking, and as always, stay blasphemous.